We're back. Back right at it. How y'all doing this evening? They thought they could keep us away for good. Coach.
Man, I mean, us, sports, period, everything. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. 10 seconds ago, I just asked Don, man, I forgot how we even intro. We've been going so long, I forgot our intro. That's a true story. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just life. But hey, they throw lemons at you. Guess what? I'm gonna make me one of those Edwards lemon meringue pies. I like to eat those. But
right now, Mike's Hard Lemonade.
you can have that, on drink. But anyway, everybody that's in the chat, I'm glad y'all joining us. I know it's been several months since we did a show. Thank y'all for holding it down. Thank y'all for not going anywhere. And for the people that's new, that in the chat, hey, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And please share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics. And also, hit that like button. And, I forgot. Hit us up in the comment section if you have anything to say. As always,
come holla
at your hometown sports podcast. All right, before we get into the business today, make sure y'all following us on Twitter. All of our social media links is up top on the screen. Twitter, FILA_SP. Follow us on Facebook, our Facebook page. We also have a group page on there. Just type in Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast, and you can join that as well. And also, if you don't like the video, you can check the audio out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google and Anchor. So we everywhere. So just check us out then. All right. So we got a special guest with us. In case y'all don't know, the parent company that we're under, Georgia Sports Hospitality Media. We're growing that company as well. It's pretty much dealing with all teams in Atlanta. We're talking about professional, we're talking about collegiate, and we also talking about high school as well. So we're gonna we're taking over. We're taking over the sports media world here in the state of Georgia. We got DaVonte Hughes. He's the chief editor for Georgia Sports Hospitality Media. He's not a stranger. He's been on the show several times, but he's in a new capacity now. What's good, DaVonte?
What's up, y'all? Been doing good, just moving on with Georgia Sports Hospitality Media, trying to bring it to the masses.
Exactly. And if you don't know, the link is in the description. We have a website. We have all of the authors on there. Our podcast is on there as well. So you can hit the link and you can watch any of our old shows in the past. So there you go. All right. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. We're going to start talking about the dream. A couple of weeks ago, Renee Young. I'm talking about wrestling. Renee Montgomery. She's sitting out for the season out of protest. How do you feel about this, DaVonte? Because I know this right up your alley. You also write for the Dream as well.
I think it's important for more players to start taking the stand. I know, years back, it was just Maya Moore, who just recently got a man out of jail. I think just her second time doing that. So I like how all the players are standing up for something, not just sitting out for health reasons. They actually want to do something. So I appreciate Renee Montgomery for what she's contributing to society.
All right, Coach, you got anything to say about that?
I love it. Maya Moore is my hero. If y'all don't know who Maya Moore is, she's from Georgia, from Metro Atlanta, went to UConn, might be the best women's player in the game, and she retired to, like DaVonte said, work on social justice issues. Man, Maya Moore is my hero. She retired. You could possibly say she wasn't even in her prime yet, but she said she had a bigger calling. So I love Maya Moore, man.
All right, and then Unfortunately, you got some bad news, and I like the Renee Montgomery. I feel like that's a great move for her to do, and I feel like a lot of other athletes they need to follow suit and do the same thing as well, because nothing's going to progress until people at a higher status than us can take a stand. Because you cut out entertainment. Let me be honest with you. Cut out sports and entertainment, they gonna start listening to you. They gonna start listening to you. All right, on to some other news. I remember last year around this time we had invited the Atlanta Blaze lacrosse coach on, Liam Banks. I don't know if y'all remember that episode is in our archives on YouTube as well. The Atlanta Blaze is no more. They are defunct now, which is sad. So, but we still have another lacrosse team in the state, Georgia Swarm. Of course, if y'all don't remember them, a few years ago they won a championship. So, check them out as well. And the Atlanta Gladiators, they still in town. They've been doing some NHL game streaming. So if y'all into game streaming like NHL hockey, they've been doing that on their Twitch channel. They have a Twitch channel, so you can join them and chat with people who work for the team and even players as well. All right, so Atlanta United, so they signed one of the fastest soccer players in the world, last week. The team arrived in Orlando a few days ago, and their first match will be this Saturday against the Red Bulls, and it will be televised on Fox. What's y'all take on MLS being back, DaVonte?
I'm excited. Anything to get these Atlanta fans back into watching whatever sports possible.
Yes, I feel you on that, man. Like I'm real now. It's messed up that we can't go to the games, but hey, as long as I can watch it on TV, that's good. It ain't like I know it's a lot of people saying, well, we can't go to the game. That's messed up. I'm like, come on now, stop flexing. Y'all act like y'all got money to go to the games anyway. Like y'all out there going to every single game. Come on, let's be real now. I know some people got season tickets and stuff, but most people that got season tickets, they ain't going to every single game anyway like that. They sell their tickets. Am I right or wrong?
I heard about people selling their tickets all the time.
Exactly. So, what about you, Coach?
I mean, how I feel, man. Well, family of four now. Going, man, it's just too expensive, man. Sometimes to go to the game, especially when nowadays people have their, well, not just man caves, but you got your dreams set up at home. I do like to go to the game, but they're pricing the average fan out of the game. So, that, how I feel about the PSL. So I do like to go to games, but I think that we do have to find a way to make the games a little bit more affordable.
Yeah.
What up, Black?
All right. Let's go ahead and take a break and go into the chat real quick. We got a little time to talk to people in the chat. What's good, y'all? Go ahead and read. Can you read the chat, Coach?
Yeah. Let me scroll. Okay, we got my boy JF in here. What's going on, JF? He back. Happy to be all back. Jason, appreciate you, Jason. We at your cousin's house. We appreciate you. Tell your cousin to jump on too.
Tell him save me a plate. I know Auntie cook.
Look, yeah, JF, of course, the Matt Ryan thing is gonna come up before we get off this. We already know that. So yeah, I guess we holding it, but we all know it's gonna come up.
That Georgia boy, he's talking about some old crap. Look who finally came back to do a podcast. Man, you don't know nothing was going on over here, man. Look, man, we grieving over here, man. We've been going through some things.
Boy lives near Wayfield, so I tell you,
he got serious problems then if he stayed near Wayfield. Yeah.
Until he move out of Red Oak, he don't have no credibility. But okay, so should we just should we just go ahead and just the elephant in the room? Should we go ahead and just talk about it?
Talk about what? Matt Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, it's the elephant in the room. Should we just go ahead and get it over with?
That's the next thing on the docket anyway.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to what last week, and a lot of people got upset about this. About Matt Ryan said he's the best quarterback in the NFC South. Do I disagree? No, I don't. I really don't. Like, you got to think about this. All right, Tom Brady. All right, he's 43 years old. He played in the system for 20 years up in New England. Had the same offensive coordinator for over 10 years in Josh McDaniels. Had a pretty much every year a top 10 defense, top 5 defense.
Definitely.
So now he's going to a team that's kind of almost still in rebuilding mode. All right, look at Drew Brees and the Saints. Yeah, they won the division 3 years in a row. Okay, cool. I give them that. But let's be honest. But let's talk. We're talking about quarterbacks. We're not talking about the whole team. We're talking about quarterbacks. All right. We know Drew Brees' arm is not the same like it used to be. All right. Mm-hmm. He can barely throw it 20 yards down the field. All right. And I'm not even finna bring up Teddy Bridgewater. He ain't done a doggone thing. I don't understand people saying that, he played with the Saints last year and they went 5-0 under his era. Okay, and some of them games they almost lost. And let's be real, the Saints defense, the first 8 games of the season, they played lights out until who they ran into and lost? Us. We exposed them. So I don't want to hear the naysayers coming out here saying that, Matt Ryan ain't good. He's not better than Tom Brady. I got some people saying that he's not even better than Jameis Winston, Mr. 30 interceptions in the season. Get out of here with that mess, man. What's y'all take on that? DaVonte, go ahead.
I'm going to say this. I remember when T.I., back in the day, said he was the king of the South, and nobody challenged. Nobody on the challenge him and say they the king of the South. Same thing with Matt Ryan. I ain't hear Drew Brees say nothing about Black Lives Matter. But Tom Brady, Teddy Bridgewater, know he can't say nothing. So if anybody going to challenge him on who the king of the South is, I think Matt Ryan the king of the South.
Yeah. I definitely think right now, without a question, he's the best quarterback, in the NFC South, without a question right now. Like, I'm not scared of Tom Brady or Drew Brees anymore. So, it's not even a question. Definitely Matt is.
And folks got to stop, grouping him in as the team. We know the defense has been trash. All right, our team. We talking about the Falcons. All right, we know our defense has been trash. All right, but when you're talking about individual, you cannot sit up here and say Matt Ryan is not elite. And if you do, you on some crack. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You on that stuff. Like, the man has proven year in and year out he's that guy. Is he the best quarterback in the league? No. But is he in the top 3? Yes, he is. That's just my opinion. And I got facts to prove it. All right. Let's talk about the film breakdown that you did, DaVonte, on Jordan Miller.
Yeah, I know since we drafted AJ Terrell, I think everyone's been forgetting about who we drafted, just a year back, with same draft, Kendall Sheffield. I think we need to remember that, this team doesn't necessarily need a veteran or another veteran cornerback. I know people have been kind of challenging me on that, thinking we need to add Logan Ryan to keep to lead, Darquez Denard, or, anybody else from that sorry Bengals team. I don't know why anybody want to add nobody from there. But like Falcons this year want to, put all their chips onto development. And I think Jordan Miller hasn't had his fair share yet. I think I guess after his suspension, I know he got suspended for PEDs, but I feel like after that, he's definitely get a chance to shine as like that dime back, him splitting time with Bleedy Way Wilson.
Yeah, I watched his tape before he got drafted. And, a lot of those Washington Husky DBs, they very, they can cover their behinds off. All right, they cover their behinds off, but the problem with them is tackling, and we seen that issue with True Fun as well with tackling. but I see a lot of, and I said this last year when we did our draft recap. Remember that, coach, about Jordan Miller? I said that he's going to be good. He has a lot of upside if the coaches take the time to develop him. We seen with Kendall Sheffield. We know what we have in Kendall Sheffield, but I feel like Jordan Miller, to me, like I said, he has more upside. Put him in dime back, and also I'm gonna say this as well. You can put him at free safety as well. I think he could play that position.
Sean just put in the chat, what do we think about AJ? Because like I said, we've been gone. We hadn't even talked about AJ as well.
We talked about none of the draft picks, but I did mention it on Twitter, on FILA, and I did a breakdown. I thought I did a breakdown of each player of how we felt about the pick. But go ahead, coach.
Like I said, I don't have a problem with AJ. You know, everybody wants to bring up the national championship game this past year. But people don't remember 2 years ago, he was almost MVP of the national championship game. He started the game off with a pick six. So, people remember his last showing. LSU DBs abused everybody. So, yeah, he did.
Georgia. Like, come on now.
You play DB. It's the nature of the position. My son over here yelling through the thing right now. I'm trying to get him to shut up. He's a corner. Hey, man, you play corner, you got to have a short memory. Guess what? They're going to catch passes on you. They're going to catch touchdowns on you. You're going to get embarrassed sometimes as a corner. It's the nature of the position. But, let's not let that one game define the player. So, I don't, you know how I am with draft picks. Wait and see, man. Wait and see. So,
but in that national championship game, it was only like 2 plays he got exposed on. That was it. Like, folks acting like he would just trash the whole game, and that's not the case.
And the one they keep showing, Jordan Jefferson clearly pushed off. You know what I'm saying? The one they didn't show that he clearly pushed off. And we got to give some thing. Joe Burrow put that thing on the money, too. Joe Burrow was dropping that thing over the outside shoulder. Like, I'm sorry, as a DB.
It's hard to, unless you like 6.
It's no defense.
Unless you like 6'3" and got some long arms,
Exactly. But also, coaching youth football in the city, I would tell you that kid AJ, boy, when I coached, that kid gave me nightmares when he was about 8, 9, 10 years old. He scored so many touchdowns on me. Good Lord. That kid was running down the sideline every time we looked up. Like, man, will somebody get him? So I ain't got no problem with AJ, man.
All right. And my favorite pick out of that draft, I told everybody, I like Marlon Davidson. I like when I see him, and I'm not giving a draft grade. I'm just gonna wait how the season, if we have a season. Hopefully we do. So, but next topic is the Hawks. There was a lot of issues. There was a lot of talk last week about Trae Young. People saying that Trae Young is gonna leave Atlanta. What are y'all takes on it? Go ahead, DaVonte.
The man just got drafted. Like, I don't know. That was his sophomore.
Exactly. He only played like 2 seasons. He didn't even play 2 seasons. They played a season and a half, and everybody talking about he leaving.
He ain't even got his. Well, I know he's supposed to get. He ain't get his option. Like, he don't even got his option yet. Like, let him get there first. And let's talk about how we gonna sign him? Or is he gonna leave? He's not gonna leave. He's not already talked about how much he love Atlanta. How he want to bring championships. Not everybody just comes here and say that. His dad say how much he wanted to stay here in Atlanta. And one, you can't say he don't want to stay here in Atlanta because he is under contract here in Atlanta. So I don't know why people, just because he changed agencies means he's just going to jump and pit LeBron. I don't even think he's one of those type of players that want to be on someone else's coattails anyway. He looks and acts like someone who wants to write his own legacy.
Exactly. If you were a young millionaire, I think Atlanta might be a nice city to hang out in. Look, there's some pretty good scenery around here. Yeah. So what I actually thought you were about to say, Don, I actually thought you were about to say, what do y'all think Trae Young first team NBA chances are? That's actually what I thought you were gonna say. What you think, DaVonte? Where you think he gonna land up on the All NBA? Where would you put him? Let me ask DaVonte.
I would put him at least on the second team. I know they're gonna hate on him, in terms of
Yeah.
like accomplishments, but he's up there with one of the top point guards. You can't take that away from him. No matter how the team looks, you can't. He can't. He's not Superman. He can't do everything. So they got to understand that they're still in rebuilding.
When they put out the NBA All NBA teams, it's always 3 teams, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he should definitely be first, second, or third team, definitely.
Yeah, he'll be. I think he's a solid second to me, man. Because you got to think about it. He's playing on a young, developing Hawks team. I know some people gonna say the Hawks trash, but we're young. It's still room to grow, and he's putting up these numbers. Like you can't ignore that. Like to me, that's enough to get you second team.
Yeah.
All right. NBA draft. I know a lot of people don't know when it's gonna be, but they say it could take place October 16th. So they may change the date, but right now it's sitting at October 16th. So we will be doing prospects and looking at which player the Hawks might draft. So we'll be looking at that probably next month or late next month. Go ahead, Coach.
Have they announced when the draft lottery gonna be, DaVonte?
And I've heard nothing but anything just about the bubble.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna get screwed anyway. It don't matter.
It's normally like during like the second round of the playoffs or something, ain't it? When they do the little card, everything.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know how they're going to do, or if they're just going to have like every team just stick with their current record, or they're going to have them play in the second bubble and have it like shift at least. But I'm not sure because I know the Hawks are sitting at like number 4 right now, I believe.
That's a good chance, but we know we're gonna get screwed. We're gonna end up picking like 6 or 7. But, hey, it is what it is. All right, go ahead.
That bad.
Now I was about to respond to what Sean said in the chat. I was like,
go ahead,
Sean,
go through the chat real quick one more time, and then we're gonna talk about the Braves.
All right, let me see. Where we at? So Sean said he thinks Matt Ryan is the best quarterback in the NFC South, period. So I'm sorry, in the NFC, period. So who y'all got? Y'all got Matt Ryan over Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
You got Matt over Russell? Those are the top 2, you think? Am I missing anybody else in the NFC? I mean, of course, we got Aaron Rodgers. I think we have Matt over Aaron a little bit. What you think, DaVonte?
I think y'all got it right. Those should be definitely the top 3.
Definitely top 3. Yeah, and Sean said he think Marlon Davidson can be defensive rookie of the year. That's big shoes there, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and JF said, Trey ain't going nowhere. Exactly. JF said the reason that Trey went to that agency is because his agent left his previous agency to Clutch Sports, so Trey just followed him. So that's what JF said. And Sean says he thinks we're going to draft Edwards. I know he's talking about Anthony Edwards from the Georgia Bulldogs. Or Obi tripping. Sean said Obi tripping.
Yes, Toppin. Yes, Toppin. Is it Toppin?
Yeah.
It's Toppin, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Now you tripping.
No, it says or Obi tripping.
You don't see that T in the O?
No, I don't.
Man, you show your age, Coach.
Oh, I'm tripping.
You tripping for real, man. You show your age for real, man.
my dyslexia kicked in. Yeah, you're right. I do see it now. All right, well, let's talk about Braves. Look.
All right, let's go ahead and go to the Braves. All right, so Freddie Freeman, star player of the Braves, came down with COVID-19. Yeah, it's hitting everybody, man. Felix Hernandez and Nick Markakis, they said they opted out of the season due to COVID-19. So I won't be surprised to hear other names, you know, saying that they go sit out for this season because, you know, it's a 60-game season, you know, and we don't know what the case. We don't know how this pandemic is going to lead up because the second wave look like it's going to hit hard. I hope it don't.
Now, I'm sorry to cut you off, Don, but did y'all see this crap? It's a 60-game season, but did anybody notice the Braves have a game the first 20 days? They're not off, so they have 20-day stretch. It's only 60 games, and they play a third of their games straight in a row. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, man. They just got to do what they got to do. They just got to roll with the punches, man. So speaking of the season, Braves season will start July 24th. They will be heading up to New York to play the Mets. So,
Are all of these seasons or whatnot going to have an asterisk by them?
You know what? You already know it is, and I was going to mention the Braves. If the Braves' chances to win the World Series, it's this right here. 60-game season, I feel like it favored this young team. I'm being real. The pitchers, look, we know how our pitchers are. If it go late August, September, you know, I'm talking about if we would have played the whole season. If the season would have started in April, August, September, the pitchers, they shoulder would have been, you know, torn out. They would have been tired by now. But a 60-game season, I feel like it favors us. And we could win a World Series if it's an asterisk or not. I don't care. I'm going to still go out on Peachtree and celebrate with a mask on.
Because you are a fan of Atlanta sports, you won't put an asterisk by it. I know this is off the topic, but if LeBron gets his 5th ring, will that count? Or is it going to be like, nah, that don't count?
Hey, if they get in hardware, hey, it counts.
Okay. What you think, DaVonte?
Honestly, man, I don't think. I mean, it's gonna be on the stat sheet, but I don't think it should count. Honestly, man, and you go from playing 182 games, I think, to 60.
I feel you what you're saying, but at the same time, you know, if the league go award the team with a trophy, it's gonna count. Look at what happened with the Houston Astros, and they not giving rid of their World Series. This 2009 Saints, they ain't get rid of their Super Bowl. So, you know,
I mean, hey, the trophy goes in your hardware. You got the ring on, but you know, like
the thoughts still gonna be in the back of your mind. Like, are we really were we really that good this season? You know, and look at this is not the first time, you know, in history that, you know, seasons have been shorted. Look at back in the 80s, I believe that 82 season, the Redskins won the Super Bowl with Joe Theismann. Yeah, I think they only played with like 9 games that season or 6. I gotta go back and look. So, but we just hope, man, everybody that's out there that's listening, y'all stay safe. If you go out, wear a mask. Don't be stupid. If you sick, if you feeling like if you don't feel like your normal stuff, stay your behind at the house. Cause I ain't trying. I'm ready for this to be over with, so I can get on with my normal life. I'm ready to go back to the Benz and see some soccer matches and some football games. I'm ready to go to the Braves Stadium to see some games. I'm ready to go to State Farm to see the Hawks play. And I want to get down there to the Gateway Center to see the Dream play. And I want to go up to the Infinite Energy Arena to see the Swarm play. So y'all get y'all stuff together, man, and let's get better. You know.
Everybody get better. Spoken to you by the Don.
Exactly. So.
Hashtag wear a mask.
Exactly. All right. All right. Y'all have anything else to talk about before we end the show? By the way, new listeners and everybody that's been listening, we're gonna start shorten our shows out 30 minutes. So I know we a little bit went over today, but we're going to try to keep it at 30 minutes from here on out. So, but anything else y'all need to share?
I got a question for both y'all, actually.
Mhm.
My question is, whenever it comes to Matt Ryan, people always like to say, "Well, he has elite talent around him. He should do that." But why is that a problem? Like, I don't understand that. Why people think a GM doing their job is a problem for the quarterback?
But
Look.
hold on, time out. Oh man, this gonna bring us over. Look, Vic had weapons. Vic had work done. TJ Duckett. He had Roddy White and Michael Jenkins, right? The same receivers that Matt Ryan had when he was there his rookie year. And on top of that, Vic had a better defense. Vic had a better defense than Matt Ryan.
That is the dumbest argument, DaVonte. What top quarterback didn't play with good talent? What top quarterback didn't play? And people say Tom Brady. He might didn't play with the elite offensive talent, but he had the best defense in the league. Like,
I could name him Tyler, Brewski.
I hate that argument, man, because that is the dumbest thing ever. Every good quarterback played with good talent. That is so stupid. Look at the talent he got around him. I hate that argument, man. That is the dumbest thing. Nobody's saying that about Troy Aikman. Nobody's saying that about Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's saying that about Bradshaw.
Let's you ain't got to go far back. Let's look at Ben Roethlisberger. He had one of the best. Look at the Steelers defense. Defense wins you championships, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Defense wins championships. Stop looking at when the team win the Super Bowl over quarterback. Yeah, okay, the team had a quarterback and they got the job done. But at the same time, defense win championships. Look at Nick Foles when he was with the Eagles. If he was that good, why the Eagles let him walk? Please answer that.
All right, Sean, I see what you're saying. Vic ain't have Julio, but Matt was
Matt didn't have Julio in 2008.
Yeah, Matt was first team All Pro before he had Julio. So there's not like Julio made Matt. Let's not do that, Sean.
And Julio didn't even play in 2013 because he was hurt. And what Matt Ryan do? And what Matt Ryan do to Harry Douglas? Harry Douglas was 1,000 yard receiver that season. I'm like, come on now, y'all got to stop disrespecting Matt Ryan.
0.9 right. Yeah, and I ain't hating on HD, but he on 92.9 right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he doing sports talk radio right now. He doing what we doing right now.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, y'all got to stop, man. Like, for real. Just understand that to win championships, you have to have it's a team effort. You gotta have a good defense. Matt Ryan has never had a top defense. Never. If we did, we would have had multiple Super Bowls by now.
You talked about Big Ben with the defense. Big Ben has played with elite running backs and 2 Hall of Fame wide receivers as well. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So, but other than that, anything else?
No, man, I guess that's about it, man. I guess it's wrap it up Tuesday. What y'all about to watch, wrestling and stuff? No, I ain't with the wrestling.
I'm about to go to sleep. That's what I'm about to do. I'm tired. Look, don't bring up 2017. That was not a top defense. If you go look it up, it's 22nd. We was ranked 22nd that season. I promise you. I'll pull it up for you. If you just follow me on Twitter, I'll pull it up.
Measure you go by. Let's not do that again. It depends on Sean. It depends on Sean. You could be partly right. Don is right as well. It depends on what stat measure. Points per game, we were number 8 that year. Points per game. In DVR, not DVR.
DVOA. Overall, that's talking about total defense. Total defense, we was ranked 22nd.
Wow. It just, that's a argument, is just depend on what stat measure you're going by. So, but both of y'all right. Both of y'all are right. Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
When we coming back?
What'd you say?
When we coming back, man?
We're gonna start back doing our shows on Sundays again. So we'll be back Sunday. That's good?
That's what's up.
Yeah, we'll be back Sunday. I ain't finna let y'all know who gonna have on the show. Cause I ain't letting the cat out the bag. Y'all just gonna follow us on our social media and I'll tell you guys on Saturday evening. It's gonna be a surprise. So stay tuned. Alright. So if you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. We do reply back to you guys. Alright. Thank you for DaVonte for coming on the show, man. And hey, we growing FILA Sports Podcast, and we also growing Georgia Sports Hospitality and Media. So you better either get with it or get rolled over. As always,
come holler. You went old school in on the done.
Exactly.
Man. Done.
It's the Hometown Sports Podcast. Y'all have a great evening. We'll see y'all later.